morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we're going to be talking about the potentially best farms for Phase 3. I say potentially because obviously it's not Phase 3 yet, so I don't know exactly how amazing these are going to be with how layering works and how popular sod is and just so much stuff with it. It makes it very hard to really pinpoint what is going to be the best or not. So this is just a list that I've compiled of some of the locations that I think are going to be really good or profitable. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channels. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So one of the very biggest and best farms that we are going to see here in Phase 3 is most likely going to be in Kaghoe Crater, and it is going to be the Devil Sores. Now, the Devil Sores are level 50 to 55 elites, I believe. They change it, so it's kind of hard to know the exact level, but they are going to be up there. They are going to be the hardest thing to kill in Phase 3, mainly because if you're on a PvP server, you are going to have to fight other players while you're kiting in an elite that is a higher level than you. So it is going to be very, very interesting to sort of see what happens here. It's going to be a massive bloodbath. While you won't be able to use the Devil Sword gear until next phase, unless they change professions and add another tier to them or something, you'll most definitely be able to craft it. So a big thing that every leather wearer is going to want to do is going to craft their Devil Sword armor and have that ready for Phase 3. Otherwise, they are going to, be missing out on it when Phase 4 and 60 finally comes around. But it's going to be really fun to watch and see. I might partake in it. It's going to be tough. I don't know how it's going to be because there are 4 Devil Sword spawns on about a 30-minute timer, and it is going to be insane. There's going to be a lot of roguery going on where they just sit in stealth, or druids sit in stealth, and then they just try to steal your corpse skinning. It's just going to be crazy. Next we have Bay of Storms fishing. So while this is plausible right now, it's very difficult to do. You have to have every piece of gear in the game, but once you have 300 fishing and you up it, you're going to be able to fish a lot of these pools in these areas, and the essence of water farming with the very rare fishing pools, which will be very interesting to see what you can do with that, how you're going to get it. It'll be cool to see how many people are actually going to go out there and do them, but essentially they're called pools of elemental water. They're very shiny and glowing, and you get essences of water, which are going to be in high demand, but we will definitely talk about why in a little bit. So those are the two most plausible farms because they're really level 50 zones. Next, I want to talk about gathering and what we're going to be looking at there. So when you're gathering in Fellwood, this is huge for Gromsblood, and Fellwood is sort of a level 50 zone. Obviously, it has 48 to 55 here because some mobs are higher up, but this will be a relatively safe area to farm some Gromsblood. And then if we come over here to Ajara, this is where you're going to be getting Dreamfoil and some Mountain Silver Sage herbing up here. Those are the best ones here. And so these two zones are the best two, in my opinion, as well as you can also head over here to Blasted Lands. This is a decent one for herbing as well. But the hardest thing and the most interesting is going to be if we can do those max level gathering. So Winter Spring, Silithus, Un'Goro is also a one that I forgot to mention in the level 50 gathering. But if we can do Winter Spring, Silithus, Eastern and Western Plaguelands, you're going to be able to make a lot of gold doing those if you can find spots where you're not getting murdered by mobs as you go out there to farm them, because it'll be really difficult to sort of gauge that without being level 50 and testing that, because we've never been capped there. So I don't know exactly, but those can be very lucrative gathering zones for you guys. Then on to essence farming. So there is a very, very interesting item here that every mage is going to want, and mage being as popular as it is, this is your phase 1 Prebis. Every mage makes this. It requires 10 essence of fire, 10 essence of air, 10 essence of earth, and 10 essence of water. It's Robe of the Archmage. It is insanely powerful. I'd imagine groups are going to try to get raid groups to go there and get their mages Robes of the Archmage if BFD or BRD is open. Because that's where you get the recipe. But this is a very, very big driver for essence of fire, air, earth, and water. So essence of water you can get by fishing, as I mentioned there. You can also farm it at these water elementals at Iron Tree Woods. That'll be a really great place to sort of mob farm. And then essences of... Most of the essences, other than that, are up here in Silithus. This is the best place to get them. There are a few spots that I will definitely highlight and check out for level 50. But people usually farm the essence of fire here with elemental fire at this altar. Outside of that, there aren't too many sources past level 60, but air and earth are at that plateau. I'm going to conduct more research to let you know if there are level 50 air and earth ones, but farming the fire and water ones are going to be pretty popular, and it can make you a ton of gold for those Robes of the Archmage, as well as a few other things that they have. And then finally, instance farming. Now, instance farming, one, Oldemon is going to be popping off. It'll probably always be good. Decent loot, decent mobs. Obviously, there could be better things, but Oldemon will probably only get better now that people have figured out how to sort of farm this really well. It is great gold per hour if you're doing it just, even if you aren't boosting other people. But next phase, we'll have ZF and Maradon, as well as possibly Sunken Temple, but I think Sunken Temple is going to be the leveling raid. But ZF and Maradon both have farms that you can do to earn gold. And then I think people, if it's possible, are going to go into BRD and do the first floor here of that dungeon where the mobs are level 50, and you can sort of cheese them by kiting them through the locked metal gate. There's like a jump through that you can jump through the gate, and you'll just be able to go back and forth if you get really good at that, and then sort of kite the mobs the way that you have seen hunters do it. So it'd be really interesting to see where instance farming goes and how crazy all these hunters are going to get with it. But this is just my general overview for some of the best Phase 3 farms. If you have any, you think I missed any, if you disagree with any, definitely drop it down below. I look forward to hearing what you guys think of this video and all of your opinions on this subject, because these are some of the most fun videos I have, just sort of speculating, thinking about what could be great, and just sort of using my knowledge from playing Classic for the past 5 years to sort of help you guys out. But anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.